Hi fellow travelers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Patrick, and in this video, we'll fly to 5 interesting destinations served by European low-cost airlines. We'll visit 14 places worth seeing for their history, culture, stunning beauty, and good food. This week we first fly to vibrant Bristol in England, and then visit exhilarating Trondheim in Norway, followed by the stunning French Basque Country to visit Biarritz, Bayonne, and Saint-Jean-de-Luz. Stop number 4 takes us to Timișoara, a hidden gem in Romania. And finally we fly to Pula in Croatia to visit several beautiful cities, including Rovinj and Poreč. Before we set off, please help me by hitting the subscribe button and sharing my channel with your friends. It costs you nothing, but it's an encouragement to me. If you'd like to support the channel to produce more interesting content, you can buy me a coffee at the link in the description. Thanks. Since I'm not from any of these cities, please correct me if I get anything wrong. All comments are welcome and appreciated. Our first destination this week takes us to Bristol in England, a university city that gracefully balances its rich maritime history with a vibrant and modern culture. It's often also called Britain's happiest city. Located on England's west coast, Bristol has long been linked to brave explorers and groundbreaking engineering feats. Bristol has its own airport served by low-cost airlines. Otherwise, it's about 3 hours' drive from London. The oldest part of the city centre that survived World War II is the area around Broad Street, Corn Street, and St Nicholas Market. For centuries, the historic buildings here were the centre of Bristol's commerce and administration, but today they're more involved with shopping, leisure, and accommodation. The Corn Exchange is home to a large collection of independent retailers, and Corn Street hosts farmers' markets, street food, and a market for art, photography, jewellery, and vintage clothing. Bars and restaurants now occupy many of the former bank buildings and offices. Bristol hosts one of the UK's major universities, with most of its activities concentrated around the city centre. Its most prominent building is the Wills Memorial Building, an important Bristol landmark. Down the hill from the Wills Memorial is College Green, a well-kept green space where students like to lounge around on a sunny day. The green is flanked by 2 important buildings, the Cathedral and the City Hall. Bristol Cathedral is one of the country's most iconic medieval buildings, boasting a rich history that stretches back almost a millennium. Over the centuries, it underwent various expansions and renovations, reflecting different architectural styles including Gothic, Norman, and Victorian. Most notable is its west front, adorned with intricate sculptures and carvings showcasing medieval craftsmanship. Inside, visitors can marvel at the stunning vaulted ceilings and impressive stained glass windows. Close to College Green, you'll find the original Banksy mural, well-hung lover, painted on the side of a building by Bristol's anonymous street artist, Banksy. In 2006, it was considered graffiti, but after a long battle and campaign by local residents, it became the first legal piece of street art in the UK. Since then, Bristol's walls and buildings have become canvases for artists. These murals and graffiti are more than just decoration. They're a commentary on society, politics, and life itself, reflecting the city's creative spirit. Bristol was a starting point for countless exploratory voyages, including John Cabot's journey to North America when he discovered Newfoundland in the 15th century. This spirit of exploration is still alive today, echoed in the city's various museums. Of course, no mention of Bristol would be complete without the iconic Clifton Suspension Bridge. Designed by Brunel, it stands as a testament to Bristol's innovative spirit. Majestically spanning the Avon Gorge, it is a sight to behold and a symbol of the city's industrial heritage, a masterpiece of 19th century engineering. Back in those days, tall masted ships had to pass along the River Avon below to reach Bristol Harbour in the city centre. Today, the port has moved to the river estuary, and the city centre docks were redeveloped as cultural and heritage centres, forming the present-day's vibrant district of Harbourside. It is a hub of activity and leisure with an eclectic mix of museums, galleries, restaurants, cafes, and bars. It's the perfect spot to unwind, enjoy a meal, and watch the world go by. Here, visit M Shed, a modern museum with colourful exhibits that tell the story of Bristol's role in the Age of Discovery. Moored close to M Shed is a collection of historic vessels, including the SS Great Britain, a museum ship that was once the most advanced passenger steamship of her time. Designed by Brunel, she was the largest passenger ship in the world from 1845 to 1853. Among Bristol's many excellent museums, there's the fascinating Bristol City Museum and Art Gallery, packed with artifacts from different generations covering archaeology, geology, the natural world and fossils, and Georgian House, a well-preserved example of a typical late 18th century townhouse, with beautifully and authentically furnished and decorated rooms. It's a real gem. These two, and the earlier mentioned M-Shed, are all free to enter. As for food, Bristol's culinary scene is a melting pot of cultures. From traditional English fare to exotic world cuisines, the city's restaurants and food markets offer a smorgasbord of flavors, reflecting Bristol's cultural diversity. Bristol, a city that offers a unique blend of history, culture, and modernity, sure to leave you captivated and yearning for more. So, whether you're a history buff, a foodie, an art enthusiast, or just a traveler looking for a unique experience, Bristol welcomes you with open arms. From Bristol, we move to the stunning city of Trondheim in Norway, whose airport is served by low-cost airlines Norwegian and Wizz Air. Trondheim, a city on the Trondheim fjord in central Norway, carries the weight of a rich, intriguing history on its shoulders. The city's roots sink deep into the Viking Age, a time of exploration, expansion, and of course the legendary Norse seafarers. Trondheim was once the royal capital of Norway, and it's here that you'll find the echoes of its Viking past. I've heard Norwegians call Trondheim the small city with the big church, and that is definitely the case. Majestically standing as the northernmost medieval cathedral in the world, Nidaros Cathedral is a breathtaking spectacle, and a true testament to Trondheim's historical significance. Constructed in the 11th century over the burial site of King Olav II, who later became the patron saint of the nation, the cathedral is a pilgrimage site that draws visitors from near and far. Its intricate stone carvings and stained glass windows tell tales of a time long past. Nearby, the Archbishop's Palace Museum houses archaeological findings and sculptures, including gargoyles, removed from the cathedral. As you stroll through the city centre, cross the iconic Old Town Bridge. Built in 1681, its beautiful red gates are also known as the Portal of Happiness. They offer picturesque views of the city and lead to the historic Backlandet district, with its vibrant, colourful warehouses lining the Nedelva River. These iconic structures, once bustling with trade, now serve as a charming backdrop to the city's daily life. Backlandet's cobbled streets are sprinkled with cafes, bars and restaurants and a lively atmosphere. They're a reminder of Trondheim's maritime heritage, painted in hues that reflect the city's dynamic spirit. Overlooking Backlandet is the 17th century Kristianstad fortress, offering panoramic views of Trondheim and the surrounding area. It also has the world's first bicycle lift that helps cyclists up the steep hill just off Old Town Bridge. The fort is a starting point for one of Trondheim's best city walks. Don't miss the fun-loving neighbourhood of Solsiden, located by the marina. Solsiden, which translates to the sunny side in Norwegian, is a cheerful area that's full of life. Situated on the site of a former shipyard, it is now one of the most popular districts in town, always abuzz with good vibes. It's the place to take in the jovial energy of the locals and enjoy the afternoon sun. Trondheim embraces the future with open arms. Known as Norway's technology hub, Trondheim is home to leading tech companies and innovative startups where technology and sustainability go hand in hand. Speaking of sustainability, Trondheim is a city that walks the talk. From its extensive bike lanes to its electric buses, it's a place where green living is not just a concept but a way of life. The city's commitment to preserving its natural beauty is inspiring to say the least. And if you're a nature enthusiast, Trondheim doesn't disappoint. The city is surrounded by excellent hiking and cycling opportunities, with trails that wind through lush forests and over towering mountains. Explore the vast wilderness of Bymarka, a large park and nature reserve offering hiking trails, skiing in winter, lakes for swimming and fishing, and cozy cabins for overnight stays. You can also take the tram to the top of Grožnjan mountain for breathtaking views of Trondheim and the surrounding landscapes, or visit the T-Holt telecommunications tower for more fantastic views from its rotating restaurant at the top. There are various boat cruises on offer to explore Trondheim's unique surroundings. Take an exhilarating tour of the fjord and nearby islands by boat, rib, or kayak. Some tours focus on historical sites, others on natural beauty. Trondheim, a city that beautifully combines its Viking past with a future-forward mindset, offering a unique travel experience. From its historical roots to its vibrant city life, from its commitment to sustainability to its stunning natural beauty, Trondheim is a small city that truly has it all. Whether you're a history buff, a tech enthusiast, or a nature lover, you're sure to find something in Trondheim that speaks to your heart. Our third destination is Biarritz in southwestern France. This airport is well placed to not only visit Biarritz, but also the historic city of Bayonne, capital of the French Basque Country, which is where we'll base ourselves. Bayonne is a city that wears its vibrant culture proudly on its sleeve. The city's Basque influence is not just a historical footnote, but a living, breathing part of everyday life. Here, tradition and modernity blend seamlessly, creating a unique atmosphere that's hard to find elsewhere. Strolling through the city, one cannot help but marvel at the beautiful half-timbered houses that line the streets. These architectural gems, with their distinctive red and green shutters, are a visual treat and testament to Bayonne's rich history. Each one adds to the city's charm in its own unique way. Enjoy a leisurely stroll along the banks of the River Adour, offering scenic views of this unique city. Then, there's the impressive Bayonne Cathedral, known for its ornate cloisters and impressive spires. Rising above the city's rooftops, this Gothic masterpiece is a sight to behold. It's not just a place of worship, but a symbol of the city's enduring spirit. The cathedral is also a starting point for the Camino de Santiago, the famous pilgrimage routes that lead to Santiago de Compostela in Spain. Don't miss a visit to Les Halles, Bayonne's vibrant covered market, to sample local delicacies, including Bayonne ham, cheese, and fresh produce. If there's one thing Bayonne is particularly renowned for, it is its chocolate-making tradition. This city is a haven for chocoholics, with a legacy of artisan chocolatiers that dates back centuries. The rich, velvety chocolate here is truly a sensory delight, and a testament to the city's commitment to craftsmanship. The Basque Museum is also worth a visit to learn about the history and culture of the Basque region, through exhibits showcasing art, artifacts, and multimedia displays. And of course, we can't talk about Bayonne without mentioning its vibrant festivals. From the lively Fête de Bayonne in the summer to the enchanting Christmas market in the winter, there's always something to celebrate here. These festivals are not just about having a good time. They're about community, tradition, and the joy of being in the moment. Biarritz is Bayonne's more famous neighbor, just 7 kilometers or 4 miles away. Biarritz has been a playground for aristocrats and the rich and famous since the mid-19th century, with its renowned Hotel du Palais and its casinos facing the Atlantic Ocean. Biarritz is a busy resort, which is why we only came here for the day from Bayonne. Walk along the famous urban beach La Grande Plage. Watch the sunbathers and swimmers and the surfers, or join in yourself. Visit the imposing rock of the Blessed Virgin, the protector of the seafarers. It's a powerful reminder of the city's maritime history and the strong beliefs and values of the Basque country. Stroll through Port de Pêcheur, the charming fishing port that offers a glimpse into the local maritime culture. It has lovely restaurants and cafes to enjoy. Climb the Biarritz Lighthouse for amazing views of the city and the coastline. Climbing the 248 steps of the lighthouse is well worth the effort. Biarritz also has an aquarium. It's a popular attraction and focuses on marine life in the Atlantic Ocean. Another seaside town worth a day's visit is Saint-Jean-de-Luz, just south of Biarritz. It too has a Grande Plage, and its waters are usually calmer due to a seawall that protects the bay from the ocean. Saint-Jean-de-Luz is often a little less busy than the more famous Biarritz. Enjoy strolling its pretty streets, and also make your way to the sea wall, which is a scenic spot offering picturesque views of the city and Atlantic Ocean. Saint-Jean-de-Luz is also renowned for its excellent Basque cuisine, with numerous restaurants and cafes to explore. The whole of the French Basque region has unique and delicious cuisine. Basque chicken, bacalao pilpil, oysters, marmitaco, Bayonne ham, and of course pinchos, the Basque version of tapas. These are just a few of the delicacies to try while you're here. The French Basque region, especially Bayonne in my opinion, offers a rich cultural experience, delicious food, and a warm, welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're here for a day or a week, Bayonne will leave you with memories to cherish and stories to tell. We now venture to Romania and to the beautiful city of Timișoara, often called Little Vienna due to its distinct architecture and vibrant cultural life. Timișoara is the main economic, social and cultural center in western Romania, and it has its own airport served by low-cost airline Wizz Air. Located in the heart of the Banat region, Timișoara has played a pivotal role in Romanian history. It was also the first European city to introduce horse-drawn trams and electric street lighting, and was the birthplace of the 1989 Romanian Revolution. Timișoara has the largest architectural ensemble of historic buildings in Romania. Most of these buildings are part of the Austro-Hungarian era, a period of economic prosperity that left its mark on the city. Its city centre boasts several large squares, elegant public spaces, and enchanting boulevards that will captivate you before you know it. The first of three interconnected squares across the historic centre is Union Square, or Piața Unirii as locals call it. It is the oldest square of Timișoara, a beautiful patchwork of Baroque buildings. Their pastel facades reflect the city's multicultural influences, from the Austrians and the Turks to the Serbs and the Hungarians. Of note on Union Square are two cathedrals, the Baroque Palace and the Plague Column at its centre. Roman Catholic St. George Cathedral was completed in 1774 and is known for its elegant facade and ornate interior. This is the second largest Baroque church in southeastern Europe. Due to its outstanding acoustics, organ concerts are often held here. Also on Union Square is the Baroque-style Serbian Orthodox Ascension Cathedral, completed in 1748. Curiously, it stands with its back to the square. Initially, the church hosted services for both the Serbian and Romanian communities, but following the separation of the two churches in 1864, the building belongs to the Serbian community. A short distance south of Union Square, you'll find Liberty Square, which houses some of the oldest buildings in Timișoara, the Garrison Command, the former Chancellery of War, the Old City Hall, and the military casino. At the center of the square is the statue of St. John of Nepomuc, a Romanian Baroque column built to commemorate the Great Plague of 1738. South of Liberty Square is the impressive Victory Square. It was here on the 20th of December 1989 that Timișoara was proclaimed the first Romanian city free of communism. One end of Victory Square is dominated by the Romanian Opera and National Theatre. The opposite end is dominated by the Metropolitan Cathedral, a stunning edifice of Romanian Orthodox design. Its 9 towers symbolize the 9 hierarchs who defended the Orthodox faith during the Byzantine era. Gazing upon this architectural marvel, you feel a sense of awe and reverence, a testament to the city's deep-rooted faith and spirituality. With its lively atmosphere and stunning architecture, Victory Square is a perfect place to sip a coffee and soak in the city's rhythm. Timișoara is renowned for its large number of historical monuments and its 36 parks and green spaces. Take a stroll through the charming Roses Park or the verdant Botanical Garden, offering 9 hectares of tranquil walking paths and benches amid diverse trees and flowers. If the weather is fine, don't miss taking a stroll along the Bega River Promenade. The river is a center of recreation for the locals who kayak, run and play tennis along the river. It's a great way to feel the heartbeat of the city. There are cafes, restaurants, ice cream parlors and parks dotted all around. There are even water taxis that will take you along the river. Timișoara also has an active cultural scene due to the city's 3 state theatres, opera, philharmonic, and many other cultural institutions. And in 2023, it was a European capital of culture. When the sun dips below the horizon, Timișoara comes alive with a vibrant nightlife. The city is a symphony of laughter, music, and clinking glasses. Whether you crave the thumping bass of a club, the soothing melodies of a live band, or simply the hum of conversation in a cozy pub, Timișoara's nightlife has something for everyone. But it's not just history and nightlife that make Timișoara tick. The city is a hotbed of creativity, home to a thriving arts scene. From the avant-garde exhibitions at the Art Museum to the contemporary performances at the National Theatre, art in Timișoara is a living, breathing entity, constantly evolving and pushing boundaries. The city's multicultural influences shine through its art, adding a unique flavor to its creative landscape. And let's not forget the city's culinary scene, a delicious blend of Romanian classics and international flavors. From hearty stews and grilled meats to sweet pastries and artisanal cheeses, Timișoara's food is a feast for the senses, a perfect end to a day of exploring this vibrant city. I recommend searching online for a guided walking tour organized by locals to give you an authentic introduction to Timișoara. They will also recommend reasonably priced eateries to experience local delicacies, as well as places to enjoy the nightlife. Should you have more time to explore Western Romania, take a day trip to awe-inspiring Corvin Castle, one of the largest castles in Europe. And then visit the charming medieval town of Sibiu. Tours are also organized to the stunning underground Turda salt mine, or simply explore the scenic Banat region, known for its beautiful landscapes and rich cultural heritage. Further away is the equally beautiful historic city of Oradea, which, along with Timișoara, is part of the Art Nouveau European route. Timișoara, a city full of history, culture and life, offering a truly unique Romanian experience. Our last destination this week is Pula, a city with its own airport served by EasyJet in the stunning region of Istria in Croatia. This gem of a destination is steeped in history, blessed with natural beauty, and has a culinary scene that will tantalize your taste buds. Istria is a peninsula in the northeastern part of the Adriatic Sea. Its beauty has often been compared to that of Tuscany, with lush greenery and beautiful hilltop villages. You will be spoiled for choice as to where to stay in Istria. You just need to decide if you prefer a busier or quieter town. Let's start with the remarkable Roman history. Istria formed part of the mighty Roman Empire, and remnants of this era can be found scattered across the region. Pula's historic centre is a true gem. Though these days it can get quite busy in the high season, it's also quite big and less cosy than some of the smaller towns. In Pula, the Roman triumphal arch of Sergi bookends the old town, with the impressive amphitheatre at the other end. Not to forget the well-preserved Temple of Augustus. The Pula Arena is one of the best preserved Roman amphitheatres in the world, a testament to the region's rich past. It once echoed with the roar of gladiators and the cheers of spectators, and today it continues to marvel visitors with its grandeur. Imagine walking on the same ground where gladiators once fought, feeling the weight of centuries under your feet. Stroll through the characterful streets of Pula, lined with cafes and restaurants, and soak in the centuries-old atmosphere with the colourful buildings and mixture of Slavic and Italian influences. The Istrian Peninsula is blessed with a breathtakingly beautiful coastline that stretches for over 400 kilometres. This is where the blue of the Adriatic Sea meets the green of the Mediterranean vegetation, creating a mesmerizing panorama that will leave you spellbound. And if you're a fan of seafood, you're in for a treat. The region's coastal towns are renowned for their fresh catch, served in traditional canobas. Croatian taverns, from succulent oysters to grilled fish, every dish is a celebration of the sea. Moving up the west coast of Istria, just north of Pula, is the smaller and quieter town of Fažana, which is my preferred place to stay in Istria. It's a picturesque fishing village, known for its beautiful beaches and tranquil atmosphere. It also serves as the main port for boat excursions to the Brijuni National Park, a group of islands famous for the natural beauty and archaeological significance. Further up the coast is Rovinj, a picturesque coastal town that boasts stunning views of the Adriatic Sea. Known for its charming old town with narrow cobbled streets and colourful buildings, Rovinj offers various attractions such as the Church of St. Euphemia, Rovinj Heritage Museum, and Bale's Arch. Rovinj has a rich history dating back to ancient times, with influences from the Roman, Venetian, and Austro-Hungarian periods evident in its architecture and culture. And north of Rovinj is Poreč, which boasts a rich history dating back to the 6th century, with notable landmarks such as the Euphrasian Basilica, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and a stunning example of early Byzantine architecture. This coastal town offers picturesque scenery, historic buildings, and a vibrant cultural scene. Visitors can explore its 1,000-year history, enjoy Mediterranean cuisine, and indulge in various outdoor activities along its scenic coastline. Poreč is a popular tourist destination known for its charming atmosphere and cultural heritage. Let's not forget the charming hilltop towns in the interior of Istria. Each one is a little world unto itself, with cobbled streets, quaint houses, and stunning views of the surrounding countryside. We visited 3 such towns, the first being Motovun, known for its medieval architecture and stunning vistas. The town is particularly famous for its truffle industry. Truffles can be bought from several shops in the town, and there are a few famous restaurants here, specializing in food that includes this delicacy. Next is Grožnjan, that sits at an elevation of 290 meters or 950 feet, offering stunning views of the Mirna River Valley, the town of Motovun, and the Utska mountain. Visitors can explore its well-preserved medieval streets, the town loggia, and the beautiful church of St. Vitus, Modestus, and Crescentia. Historically, Grožnjan was a significant Venetian stronghold, which is reflected in its architecture and cultural influences. Today it is renowned as the Town of Artists, home to numerous galleries, studios, and art shops. The third hilltop town we visited was Bale, known for its medieval architecture, narrow cobbled streets, and historical significance. The town features landmarks such as the Soardo Bembo Palace, a well-preserved castle, and the Church of St. Elizabeth, which showcases a blend of different architectural styles. Bale is also celebrated for its beautiful natural surroundings, including olive groves and vineyards, making it a great destination for those interested in wine and olive oil tasting. The Brijuni Islands are a group of 14 small islands that were made a national park in 1983 and can be reached by boat from Fažana. The national park encompasses the islands and surrounding waters, protecting diverse ecosystems and archaeological sites. The islands offer various recreational activities, including cycling, hiking, and water sports, amidst beautiful Mediterranean landscapes. They also boast numerous historical and cultural sites, including Roman villas, a Byzantine basilica, and remnants of a Bronze Age settlement. Former Yugoslav President Josip Tito used the islands as his summer residence. His influence is still visible in the preserved luxurious villas and various memorabilia. The islands feature a unique safari park housing exotic animals like zebras, elephants, and llamas, introduced during Tito's time. One of the oldest golf courses in Europe, established in 1922, is located on the islands, offering picturesque views and a historical setting. Our journey to Istria would not be complete without mentioning the region's winemaking tradition. Istria has been producing wine for over 2,000 years, with local vineyards known for their white Malvasia and red Terran wines. The rolling hills and verdant landscapes of Istria offer the perfect conditions for vine cultivation, resulting in wines that are as captivating as the region itself. Pula and Istria, a region that offers a perfect blend of history, nature, and gastronomy, promising an unforgettable travel experience. So that wraps up another video. I hope I've inspired you to visit at least one of these fascinating destinations and to experience the history, the culture, their beauty, and to enjoy the food. If you've visited any of these places, do let us know your experiences in the comments below. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and share it with your friends. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It costs nothing, but it's a great help and encouragement to me. Remember to set the bell notifications to all so as not to miss further episodes from me at Voyage Voyager. Until the next video, happy travels.